The drive from Anchorage to Seward is a good one. Some say this stretch of highway is among the greatest scenic highways in the country. A subjective opinion, of course, but as you can see, the Turnagain arm of the Cook Inlet, surrounded by snow-covered mountains, is a pretty impressive start to any day. Our overnight accommodations were at the very popular Seward Windsong Lodge. Then the next morning, our escort Ashley led us to the small boat harbor. We posed for pictures, of course, then boarded our tour boat to the Kenai Fjords National Park. There are about 38 glaciers that emerge from the Harding ice field in this area, and it's a field day for sure as we all started snapping up as many memories as possible. Now here's something you don't see very often on a trip. Someone who is painting pictures of their vacation instead of taking pictures of their vacation. Why do you do this?
I've been a watercolorist all my life, and I find it's a way of really being in the place that I'm in. And just taking the time to observe and then translate all of the shapes and colors that I see makes for a much more lasting experience.
One of the many things that will be a lasting impression for us is parking in front of this giant glacier, literally a sight frozen in time. Frozen maybe, but still active as we got to see a couple of giant icebergs fall into the sea.
You guys want to touch some glacier ice?
Now you might think this was the icing on the cake, but I have to say it was the abundance of wildlife that really brought this trip to life. It was stellar, you might say, as in these stellar sea lions, a nocturnal animal that only occasionally makes a move in the sunlight.
This is pretty rare. This is pretty incredible.
Something we heard often on our Celebrity Cruises land tour, and on this trip, also because of the killer whales, or orcas, that were stealing the show. Best guess is that they were enjoying feeding time, maybe with salmon as the main course.
They do share their food. If the mom or the older brother kills something, they'll share it with their family.
Now, I've been on a few whale watching trips before, but I've never seen the ocean come this alive. Of course, spotting a whale can often be hit or miss, but the markings of the orca make it just a little bit easier.
See their white spots in the water. Oh my God.
We were also treated to a much different demonstration by a group of humpback whales who were flapping their tails, either just playing or pounding home a message.
I caught the humpbacks. Those were amazing. Flapping, I thought it was several of them, but this one whale is just flapping over and over again and spraying and spouting. It was amazing. So I just kept my camera going, and I probably shot about 100 shots.
From my point of view, it's perfection.